Over the years, many tales have been told about locomotives and their railways. Stories ranging from the Big Four, British Railways, the Modernisation Plan, and even the Beeching Acts. As time goes on, they are told by generations both young and old. But my stories have never been told until now. For these are my steam railway stories.
Work on the Forest Line Railway never stops. The engines were kept busy and they didn't have much time to rest. Since Magnus's accident, they had to take it in turns to work at Eversley Colliery. It was difficult work because a big order had been made and Mr. Harris had to make sure the engines took it in turns. One afternoon, it was Dom's turn to deliver the coal to Apple Green Junction. The trucks were heavy, and he was tired of the extra work.
Trust Magnus to do something so stupid. Now we're going to struggle with this workload. Hang on. That can't be.
But it was. As Dom pulled into the station, Erlestoke Manor looked at him and, as usual, she wasn't impressed.
Ugh, look at the state of you. An engine like you should try and keep yourself clean whilst doing a dirty job.
I told you before, you can't work on the railway without getting dirty. There's a lot to do at the colliery, and we are trying to complete this order.
Well, thank goodness I'm not doing that job. I'm much too grand to do any grunt work.
Oh? Why is that?
Why? Well, I'm mostly used for rail tours, of course. They are very important, and the passengers require a suitable and beautiful engine to take them to their designated places. An engine of my looks and needs is just right for rail tours. Certainly not doing any dirty jobs. Not to mention I'm the poster engine of the Erlestoke Manor Trust, which is also named after me, so I have a reputation to keep up.
Reputation, eh? You know, Erlestoke, your looks are just what we need for our railway. Your strength is another reason why the rail tours are best for you to do.
Go on.
An engine with your strength is just what we need right now for bringing the coal trucks from Eversley.
What? Don't be ridiculous, Dominic. I would never pull dirty, rotten trucks. They're not my sort of thing.
Oh, come on, Erlestoke. With you helping us out, we can get this delivery done in double time. And besides, you can pull twice as many trucks as I can. That's a plus for you. And need I mention your class of technically mixed traffic engines?
Were, you mean? I will not be part of this big delivery. I've got better things to do than pull dirty coal trucks. That's your job, not my problem. Good day.
Bitch!
That evening, Dom returned to the sheds, feeling tired.
What's the matter, Dom? Is the extra work getting you down?
Yes, but it's not only that, but Erlestoke too. She said pulling trucks is not her sort of thing and would rather leave grunt work to us.
Oh, don't take any notice of her. She's just stuck up and doesn't like jobs that don't suit her.
I know. I just wish there was a way to get her to understand how important the big delivery is.
Before anyone else could say anything, Mr. Harris came to the shed with a clipboard in his hand. Pav, it will be your turn to work at the colliery tomorrow, so I will need you up there bright and early.
But sir, I'm on goods train duty tomorrow.
Oh yes, of course. Both Sadie and Alice are double-heading a passenger train, and Somerset is needed at the junction. So who else could I send up the colliery tomorrow?
I know. What about Erlestoke, sir? Maybe she could help.
What? Are you joking? She's not the sort of engine we could do with right now.
Maybe, but if you think about it, she can pull twice as many trucks as we can, and the order can be done and dusted in no time.
You made some good points there, Dom. I'll speak to her owners about it and see what they say.
Look, guys, I'm only trying to make things easier for us. Besides, she can actually be of some good use to us now.
Well, if you say so, Dom. But I just hope your idea won't cause us any further trouble.
The next morning, Erlestoke was being prepared for her first passenger train when the shed-master came over to see her.
Good morning, sir. I'll be ready for my passenger train in a moment.
Actually, there's been a change of plan, Erlestoke. Mr. Harris was on the phone, and he says they need another engine to help out at Eversley Colliery. With the other engines busy, he says you can go and help them, and I think it's a wonderful idea.
Me, sir? Pull dirty coal trucks?
Well, yes. It'll be a good job for you to do, and your owner says it's time you had a change from pulling passengers. A new job is just what you need.
Oh, please, please, sir, don't make me do this. I don't need a change. I'm absolutely fine. I'm so glamorous. I'm so sexy. Well, maybe not sexy, but you get the idea and all that. And surely, sir, there's got to be someone else around here that could do it instead of me. I mean, what about, what about 98462 over there?
No chance, love. You can count me out too.
Yeesh, what crawled up into his firebox and died?
Sorry, Erlestoke, but arrangements have already been made. You will proceed to the Forest Light Railway right away.
Oh, very well. But just one thing, sir. Who will look after my trains?
See you later, Erlestoke.
Well, that answers that.
Soon, Erlestoke arrived at Apple Green Junction, where Mr. Harris and Dom were waiting. Ah, Erlestoke, right on time. I'm glad you're here. We really need your help today. The others are all busy today, so I am relying on you to handle this big delivery with care today.
Yes, sir. I'll try, sir.
Now, I know this job is new to you, but I think this is something you can do just as easily.
If you say so, sir.
Come on then, Early, I'll show you the way.
Hey, only Samantha calls me that.
Yeah, whatever.
The trip to the colliery was a quiet one, as Erlestoke didn't say a word at all. But Dom, feeling cheerful, tried to make the manor feel better. But hardly got any response from the grumpy engine. They soon arrived at Eversley Colliery.
This is what you'll be doing today. Good luck, poster engine.
Thanks, I guess. Wait a minute. Aren't you going to help?
I have my own work to do.
Drat!
Hello. You must be Erlestoke. We are going to be very busy today, so you are going to have to get all these trucks shunted, loaded, and taken down to Apple Green Junction.
Yes, sir. If I must. I'm really going to hate this. Oh dear.
What are you doing, Erlestoke? You're not finished yet. Those trucks need to be delivered to the junction. That's your next job.
Oh, please, sir. Couldn't one of the others just come and collect the trucks themselves? I've done enough for today.
I'm afraid not. Off you go, please. There's a good engine.
Erlestoke groaned crossly as she was coupled back up. She was even more cross at the fact She had to pull the train backwards as the turntable at the colliery was too small for her. The run down the line normally does an engine good when pulling a train, but Erlestoke was in such a temper, she wasn't thinking about the route or her job.
This job is not suited for an engine like me. It's so degrading and...
Oh, put a sock in it, would you? This job's a nice change for you. Now get a move on, or else we'll be late.
But Erlestoke wasn't listening and was starting to speed up.
Take it steady, Erlestoke. I know it's an important job, but we mustn't rush it.
But Erlestoke still wasn't listening. She thought if they went faster, she could get back to her rail tours quickly. Then it happened. Erlestoke began to rock and roll violently. Then suddenly...
Oh no! Stop! Stop!
Now you've done it, you silly old mare. I have to get out now to clear up this mess. Why weren't I given a grizzly loco?
What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
Look at this mess. Thanks to you, this delivery is going to arrive late, and I'm going to be late for my next train.
Well, that's not my problem.
Oh, I think it is. After you have made this delivery, you will go back to the colliery and stay in the shed. I shall have words with you later. After the mess had been cleared up and the trucks delivered, Erlestoke made her way back to the colliery. When she returned, her driver had stern words with her.
You've really let your self-centered attitude get the better of you this time. I don't know what Mr. Harris is going to say when he gets here, or what even the rest of your class would say if they knew about
Don't
it.
you dare bring them into this. It's not their problem, and if it was, they would definitely agree about me pulling trucks, and a number of them can't even have a say just because they are no longer with us.
I'm sorry I raised my voice at you, Erlestoke. What I reckon you should do now is have a think about the incident and how you're going to set things right. Because at this time you're not going to get back to your rail tours after this.
Look, I know what I did was appalling. I may have thrown a wrench in the works, but...
We get that you're owned by a trust that cares about engines like you. But it's something you should be grateful for. Not just proud of or something to boast about, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here right now. Just don't mess up again, Erlestoke, or else you will never pull rail tours again.
As her driver and fireman walked away, Erlestoke took her driver's words on board. She wasn't sure what she was going to say to Mr. Harris when she next saw him, or if she would be allowed to pull rail tours again. But what the Great Western Manor did know was that she had a lot to think about.
Mr. Mantell, we've got a problem.
Is it a steaming problem again? If so, that's the 4th time this month this has happened.
No, sir. It's nothing to do with the number 1 this time.
Then what is it then, Charles?
Number 14 is missing.
Missing?
That's what the others are saying. Man and machine. He was last seen yesterday and... Sir?
Keep this quiet.
What? But, sir...
I said keep it quiet. If a single word about that engine's disappearance gets out, or even he breathes a single word about our operations...
Mr. Mantell, is there something you're not telling us?
Just get back to work. And keep your mouth shut.
Okay. Good grief, man.
If I, or anyone else, give out information or details about number 1, or how she was built, the authorities would be here within seconds. We would cease operations and my flagship engine would be scrapped. I need this company to continue no matter what, or my name is not Granville Mantle.